is you tune into the Royal Truth Radio Show on Little Raleigh Radio Station. Star Reese Royal, Royalty, Stars Pin, and yours truly, I am Queen Aisha. Truth is, your listening experience has just been upgraded. Truth is, we're ready. Are you? Here's your host, Reese Royal.
Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth. And you know I can't start my show without the actual proper way of doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know we play that. Our mission is to be informative with accurate knowledge, never to direct, but only guide you towards the truth. Let me thank God for life and the opportunity for us to come together. A shout out to Linda B. I love you. That's mommy. You know, she's always here. She's my heart. Music director Puma Kazi. He put us a nice little selection together with the topics that we're discussing today as well. And every one of our shows playlists can be listened to on Spotify. Just go by Royal Truth 130. This is the 130th show. So again, I want to thank everybody who's been keeping up with us, rocking with us, because we're not going to stop because we're giving you the royal truth. Like I'm going to say with the mission statement one more time, to be informative with accurate knowledge, never to direct, but only guide you towards the truth. So you can take the information and you can see what you can do with it. Okay. So anyway, like the show starting today, today's show, um, I found topics I was passionate about. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just stick in that area this time. I wanted to be something that I know I'm feeling strongly about, or actually I knew I could actually discuss with you all. And so that's the choices for today. But before I even do any of that, first and foremost, we're gonna catch up with the squad. And I can tell you a little bit. I know that my queen Aisha just texted me and she's trying to make her way here. So we're gonna go with that route. And then Queen Star Pins has not hit me up, so I'm waiting for her just to pop up as she normally do if she's not busy at work. Because we all are working people. Understand that when we coming together like this, and I love the due diligence of everybody on the team who comes here and makes sure it works. And my brother, I know he should be coming momentarily. We talked earlier today too as well, but I'm catching up with squad and let you know what I did. I am so hyped up about the local spotlights for today, y'all, because I want to actually bring that to the table first, if anything, because it's the things that people are doing, and I got a new spotlight, a new local spotlight that I'm very very excited about. So we're gonna like readjust it, give the time for the squad to get here. I see, like I said, my brother know how to make it on time there. What's up, bro? Hold on, let me get a sound check here. Say something for me, bro.
You got me?
Okay, ain't got you yet. Hold up. Is that it? Oh yeah, hold on, bro. Hey, people work with us here now. My brother's here, so let's see. Can we get him some sound in here real quick? Let's see what we got here, bro. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. And y'all see there's royalty right there with us as well. And I jumped off and I off of the catching up with the squad. Since none of the squad was here, I know Queen is trying to make her way, and and also both the queens are trying to make their way. But I jumped over the local spotlights because they gave me opportunity, to talk about what happened to me on this past upcoming weekend. I believe it was, yeah, that I actually get to perform at the Players Ball. You all, I had an awesome time. Thank you, Sarah, for dancing with me. Thank you to Precious for the opportunity. That's Glams. Um, what is actually? Let me find out exactly. Well, actually, I don't have to do that. It go right here because that's the first thing I'm gonna speak on right here. Quality glams, y'all. Quality glams. You see that chair there? That's the chair that I'm telling her right now, Precious. I want that chair. I want to utilize that chair for performance. That right there. But you all, I actually performed with one of her players balls this past weekend. It was fun. I performed my new single, I Won't Leave. I performed the popular song Bullshit, of course, and I sang Groove, and Sarah came up there and helped me dance, so I appreciate her for coming up there with me. And that is our first local spotlight right now. That I said, I'm taking control. My brother's here, but we're gonna get back to catch up with the squad, giving the rest of the squad enough time to get here. But speaking on local spotlights, Precious, that's my girl right there, you all. Quality Glams Rentals, check her out. This is another local spotlight we're doing, and we're going to be doing a lot more things together. So I just wanted to go ahead and shout her out first and foremost with thanking you for letting me perform, as well as how great the Players Ball was, and new events coming up soon. Okay. And then I also talked to my boy D yesterday, Mr. Derek Bridges, that banana pudding. I forgot to say it to you. So if you're watching the show, I didn't mention bring my cheesecake. Bring my cheesecake, bro. I forgot the cheese, but I did talk to him yesterday, and he and I were getting together for the house. Y'all, we're gonna talk about later when we get to announcements. So much exciting news. I just got another call. Just got on the phone with Marcus from Pier 34 before I came into the building. So things are moving, so we'll get to the announcements later. I'm trying to just stay calm with it, but local spotlights right now is definitely 919-236-4108. Please reach out to my brother and get some of that delicious banana pudding. And then as always, our queen of last year, her humanitarian award winner, Miss Donna Taylor, her show Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 8:30. Facebook Live. Please reach out, and that's what we already mentioned before. An Imperfect Marriage, Saved by Grace, her book out right now. Yes, you said thank you. You know, you don't have to worry about that, Donna. I'm gonna always be supporting you and putting your stuff out there, so you don't have to worry about that. Let me know when the new stuff is coming. Update me so I can update your local spotlight, okay? And always, let's forget my boy Alan Levi Simmons, man. The Purpose Pod is awesome, and as well as his book, Can I Speak, which I do have the poetry. Please check it out. And Family's Family, my brother. Now, this is our cousin here, Miss Tanya Parker. She has her Wisdom Wednesdays, and it's on her Simply Praise. You can get that on YouTube as well as Facebook Live. It's Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. Please support her as well. And her book, Evolved Black Girl, out as well. And I think I kept the things on the side here to say evolveblackgirl.com. Subscribe to Solid Praise YouTube channel. Please check her out. And as well, I think we last here but not least, Miss Shirley Ellis. You know I always got your back, lady. Thank you for your support, and I got your support as well. And she's, you know what I'm saying, people feeling in love again this year. So hey, this is where you go get married. She can pop it up together for you, make it the whole the whole thing put together and simultaneously in a pop-up wedding, and you should take part if you feel in love like that to go and do that. So yes, please look out for it. And also as well, I told you all of our flyers, which we're gonna get. I had to call him and reach out to him this week probably to get some flyers done. Brian Williams is our graphic designer for all of our stuff, and also all our pictures are done for Forever Memories. Mr. Jermaine Barnes, please check him out as well. But as my brothers here, bro, they're not here with us yet, and I don't, and I because I want to get to it because there's a Carolina game going on right now, but we're not gonna act like we're not focusing on that because we have to focus on other things. I want to go ahead and go into my topic of my main topic, and hope the ladies will come in because I really wanted their input on this. The topics of the day, and so what I'm gonna do is let them have a moment with us. So you and I get to talk behind the scenes real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and give them the first song. I'm gonna go ahead and I decided to do this, y'all. I am gonna spotlight these artists that I'm discussing here, Sasha Fierce versus The Boss. I'm gonna spotlight their music. But before I spotlight their music, I'm gonna have to spotlight the female who's been penalized for giving her opinion, which I feel as an icon she deserves that. And I'm gonna show you an example of why she deserves that with this song right here. I actually know, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want to give you that first because I want you to understand how powerful she is. This is one of my favorite Stephanie Mills songs, and we're gonna start the show out with it. I feel good all over, okay? And we'll be right back. What's up, bro?
Bro, I just listened to that song last night.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl. That's my girl. I mean, I'm gonna just take it off the screen for right now until we get back to that topic. But yeah, man. I mean, we can talk a little bit before we get on there. I mean, people, if you're watching us now, we're going to give you a little bit more substance when we get into the show. But the craziness is, this is an icon to me who's speaking personally. Okay. And when she made her statement, and I sent the articles to everybody so everyone can have their feedback, she called Donna Ross class, and she called Beyonce hip hop. Now, bro, I don't know if you remember, we've talked about this before, and I said I feel like Beyonce was just used the Donna Ross recipe to be a star, meaning started with the Supremes and then became a celebrity. So that's what that's what I took it as. So that so um I compare them there. Okay, I compare them there. But I do truly understand exactly where my girl is coming from when she makes the statement she's making. I feel like it's justifiable what she's saying. And what do
It's
you feel, bro?
it's generations, bro. That's all I gotta say. Generations change, and we get all of our material from someone. We idolize somebody. We take after somebody. Very seldom is something just made up or brought up. It comes from something.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Beyonce is coming with the time. So she can't say, "Oh, Beyonce is just hip hop," and this person is just the queen of R&B. I mean, no, because Beyonce incorporated hip hop in her music to compare or compete with
What the
everything else
times with the times?
with the times.
Yeah, I
Yes.
give you that. And so did Diana Ross. She actually did with her times. So are you saying more of the verses saying they are alike or not? What is your feel on that?
When you said they are right,
Now, I mean, your opinion. What do you feel? Do you feel she feels you can't? Stephanie feels you cannot compare Beyonce to Diana Ross. She feels there's not a fair comparison. And
I feel that you can compare because it's happening right now, even with sports. People are
mm,
comparing the late and great Kobe Bryant to LeBron James and Michael Jordan, and everybody's comparing everybody to everybody. But when you think about the kind of players they were, you can't compare Mike. You can't compare Mike to LeBron. They play different positions for one. I mean, you see what I'm saying? But
mm,
everybody's comparing them because they
okay,
were great players. Diana Ross, great singer, great. I don't want to say great performer because I never really. I mean, I've seen some performances, but I don't think Donna Ross performed as an entertainer like Beyonce has performed as an entertainer.
and see
Beyonce
that
goes
that's fair.
all out. Beyond
That's
Donna
fair.
Ross used her vocal skills mostly.
When she used elegance, I see this is where I'm agreeing somewhat with Stephanie Mills, as well as I'm agreeing with you because I had already compared the two ladies. But
Hmm.
it then made me understand. I do agree with you now, saying now I don't think you can just put Beyonce as hip hop. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. But then at the same time, I see the comparison and I see the differences. I see the whole importance of it. The song's about to end. I think it is about to. I feel good all over by Stephanie Mills. You all, if you want to check out the music on Little Riley Radio. But right now, of course, we're behind the scenes. We're discussing what our topic's about to be right now: Sasha versus the Boss. Stephanie Mills made some statements about it, and we're going to actually address that in the upcoming conversation. So yeah, that's where we are. What do you think? Do you think it's a fair comparison? I see certain things I can see it can work and don't work, y'all. We're gonna discuss it right now. All right, hold 1 second. Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Royal on Little Riley Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was I Feel Good All Over by Stephanie Mills. And she's our topic today because we're going to discuss, the Beehive going at her. A whole lot of people stinging at her in reference to her thing saying she doesn't feel that you can fairly compare Beyonce to Diana Ross. And we want to get you all to chime in on
Hmm.
that today and tell us what you think. Is that a fair assessment? And I mean, my brother was talking off camera, and actually, again, guess what? Guess who just popped up in here? Just popped up in here. What's up, my lady? What's up, my lady?
Hey
What's
y'all.
up?
Hey,
How
what's
you
going on, Queen?
doing?
Okay, I got a good view. I'm gonna move it.
Looking good, giving us
I
cleavage.
just got home. I'm sorry I'm late, y'all.
Okay, I can
No,
see the
you good.
tattoos. Ah.
What's up, T?
How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. How you?
Good. I can't complain. What's up,
well,
Lise?
well, what's up, baby? What's up? I miss you.
I probably got food in my teeth. I'm
Uh,
eating lasagna, y'all.
Lasagna.
Yes.
Ooh, one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yes.
Well, but just getting into what we have, we just had brought I just played song "I Feel Good." I'm sorry, "I Feel Good" all over by Stephanie Mills.
Yeah.
Giving her the limelight for a moment because I look at her as a legend. But of course, that goes right into what our actual topic is, and we just touched on it, so you know I want to get your feedback on that. Sasha Fierce versus the Boss. So before we hadn't actually got a chance to say what we had to say, if anything.
Yeah.
So what is your take? Do you feel that's a fair assessment? Do you feel that just I mean, just take the floor, baby. What do you think?
I don't think there's a comparison, and I say that because of the genres. They are two different people, two different times, two different styles of music. Diana Ross is gonna always be the queen in my book. I agree with Stephanie Mills, but that's not a disrespectful comment to Beyonce. Beyonce is gonna always be the GOAT too.
Yeah.
There's not one GOAT. Everybody has their time. Stephanie Mills was right because that was Diana Ross's time. This is Beyonce's time. Diana's not getting ready to come and do that now.
Right, right. It's yeah,
Um,
exactly, exactly.
yeah.
I agree with that.
So,
So now the thing is, she was also saying, like she said, Donna Ross is class
mhm,
and Beyonce is hip hop. I didn't
mhm,
agree. I believe Donna Ross is class. I don't look at Beyonce as hip hop. I believe, like my brother just said, this is she came up during the time of hip hop. So you look at her as like in that era. That was before when he was given titles. You remember they gave Mary J. Blige the title of Queen of Hip Hop Soul.
mhm.
It was hip hop and soul and
Queen of
hip hop
R&B.
soul. Yeah, Queen and then but the Queen of R&B, I think is right, and then of course Queen of Soul
Yeah.
is Queen of Aretha Franklin.
Mhm.
But let's not forget she was called the boss for a reason. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So we got to give credit that she made loops and jumps and bounds that leaps and bounds that most individuals couldn't make. So yes, I see the comparison there. I
Yeah.
see the comparison when I mentioned Supremes going to Donna Ross and then Destiny Child going to that. I
Yeah.
see comparisons there. I
Mhm.
do see that. Um, but I'm with you again when I say now I don't want to put Beyonce on her level because this is nothing that's very interesting, intriguing here, y'all.
Right.
Donna Ross has never won a Grammy.
Right.
Okay, which
Right.
Snoop Dogg has never won a Grammy. So some of this now, I'm not. I've gotten to the point now. I'm trying to question if I really want one because I look at people who deserved it that never received it, and
Yeah.
then but yet we can speak right now to say Miss Beyonce has the most Grammys of all time for any female.
Yeah.
Okay,
Surpassing Lauren Hill. Like, so that was big.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
big. So I mean, I kind of agree. I kind of don't agree. It's a mixed bag. That's why it's so controversial. That's why I brought it to you all. But
Well,
since
you
we're
know
doing
what?
it,
Let me say this. Here's the thing. People need to calm the fuck down. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100. It's not that damn serious. That's not the way she meant it. I could tell how she meant it. You
mhm,
understand what I'm saying? We're not getting ready to put Queen Latifah against Nicki Minaj. That is two different eras,
right,
two different types of music, two different styles. So I get what she said. Social media and people just take stuff and run with it. I don't even think she meant it like that. She is different. They have some differences and some similarities. And
yeah,
they both dope. Why can't we just leave it at that?
yeah.
People just
I
gotta run with it and go crazy.
and
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 see,
that's what I
go,
was saying earlier, bro, about the media, not just social media, Queen. It's the media, period. The
Yeah.
media will take what you say and flip it and run with it to make drama, to just create drama. Because I was telling my brother when I was a kid, I remember watching the news, and you would sometimes see good news. Most of the time, see good news. Now, when you look at news, social media, nothing's good. There's always some twist, some drama,
some negativity,
something negativity, something negative going on.
Yeah.
right?
Always.
And when she said classy, you got to think about it. You got to think about the meanings of those words. And hip hop, Diana Ross is not getting ready to get on stage talking about popping this thing back and what we rolling up tonight. So that's what she meant as well, as far as the difference.
That's what I see. That you hit exactly because my brother just mentioned before you got him here talking about man. She didn't have all the dances. No, she was in an elegant dress, and
Mm-hmm.
the most I think iconic one was her when it started raining and she stayed out there in the rain and
Yeah.
she's actually performed. That was one of her biggest things. She looked like to me it was like when they Whitney Houston puts me in the mind more of a Donna Ross
Right.
because of
Ballads.
but she's a stronger vocalist, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, Whitney Houston is someone who I compare, but I also would not compare Whitney Houston to Beyonce to Whitney Houston at
Right. At
all.
all. Two
Okay,
different
so
genres.
you feel me? It's like I understand what Stephanie Mills meant. I understand
Yeah.
exactly where she was coming from with that, and then they want to, and but then they want to attack her. It's crazy to me. You
Just
all,
something to do.
we're gonna
They
take a
just
break,
need
right?
something.
Because I finally got part of the squad here, y'all. We're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna give you one of these ladies. You give me your verses. Then we said Sasha Fierce versus the boss. So I'm gonna give you a little Sasha Fierce first, and then we'll come back and we're gonna talk about. We'll catch up with the squad. Everybody's gonna tell you where they what they got going on and what we all got going on together. And then okay, we're gonna go from there to something I feel the conversation is gonna have to happen. And this is gun control. I don't care. We got to just force it down the throats. Figure out something. I know, bro. But we'll figure it out on our time frame. So right, y'all, right now, let me give you a little bit of my favorite Beyonce, one of my favorite Beyonce songs, because I thought the video was hot. I give it credit. She's not one of my favorite artists, but she has some bangers that drive me. And let me give you a little bit of deja vu. And then we'll come back. And is it coming on? Oh, no. Did I do something? Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Deja vu. And we'll be right back. Queen, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Y'all, because I have a break here for this little deja vu, I'm going to tell you what my brother, before I got in here, and you're a big part of this, that's why I want to speak on this.
Yeah.
The last 24 hours, I was, I was dismal about, going out love and laughter and what I need to do. And everybody was, I mean, my boy called me and said, hey, your brother's not here no more. What are you going to do? I said, I'm trying to figure that out. I got a call last night from Mr. Derek Bridges, who's Happy Roots Entertainment, and he brought to me Dre with Brown Sugar Productions, and they are going to partnership with me completely in doing the house show. Come out to realize that Dre is from Goldsboro, so he wants success with the Pier 34 show as well. And so I got the call from both, and then Marcus from Pier 34 called me today. He said, "Look, I got the flyers out here. I'm getting it together, so we need to be prepared for this show." So, um, everything's flying high on that part with both still Pier 34 in the house, but there's also an opportunity for two more places in Goldsboro and another place in Kinston. Um, the segments are going to be broken off, and the reason why I'm mentioning to you just to you, Queen, is with Brown Sugar coming in, they're going to handle the comedian area, so I won't have to stress and wear so many hats. Then
Gotcha.
I get to focus on the music. But guess who I want to be focused on all spoken word? Because we I'm talking about the vagina monologue, everything. They're telling we got to have a spoken word session. And he said, yes, that's important. Each part is important. So I'm kind of like, when it come to you, of course, you're going to executive produce this radio show as well. But also, I want you to just be in charge of spoken word for whatever shows. Meaning, if you can't do it, I have other people that Noel and other people you can bring
Yeah.
into your fold. But at the same time, just to let you know that segment of the show is going to be your spotlight. And I want you to make
Oh
spoken word
yeah.
what it is in every one of the shows. And they all are down for it.
Oh wow. I am super. Oh my gosh. You talk about pressure. No pressure.
But you got the material, so I ain't worried about you because you have the
I
material.
appreciate that. You know, I'm still the most self-conscious, inconfident. I'm saying that confident person you're gonna ever meet. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
You put your stank on Marcus at that show when you did it up there, and so he was like, "No, we need that. That's important." So I do the music, you do the spoken word, and Brown Sugar and Dre are going to make sure we take care of comedians, and we're going to give them a full fledged show. And those three spots possibly down there, but right now I told them my focus is the baby, and the baby is Pier 34,
Yeah.
and then from Pier 34 onto the house.
Okay.
So and we got talent already really set for almost three shows
Yeah.
already. So but the fun thing is we're just gonna put those in place. So I definitely need to speak to you about it. Y'all, Deja Vu's about to end. This is by Beyonce. If you were listening to that's on Little Raleigh Radio, we're gonna come back together right now and we're gonna talk to the squad and catch up with the squad. I miss these people, y'all. We gotta talk and see what's going on with it, right?
It's been a
Hold on a
minute.
second.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. And I keep looking down, so y'all forgive me, but I'm trying to get my tablet to
And that
work
was Deja
because
Vu by
I hate being on
Deja Vu by
StreamYard with my phone.
Beyonce.
On your phone.
And that's
I
her
can't get my
piece
tablet to
we're going to
work.
say. We're back on our topic that we were discussing, and we'll get back to that momentarily. And our topic was Sasha Fierce versus the boss. No, in your opinion, y'all, give us your words. I mean, speaking in this, I know right now we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Leave your comments at the bottom and tell us what you think. Sasha Fierce versus the Boss. Is that a fair assessment? Is it not something we should be doing at all? Can you see comparisons? Yo, tell us what you think.
Well,
So that's actually on your table there. Go ahead, bro.
no, I'm gonna speak on it again, brother. Because I like what the Queen said. It shouldn't be a matter of who's what is what, who's better or whatever. We should just appreciate both of them for what they did for their genres or their generations, I should say. Um, And you mentioned something, bruh, about a versus. You said the Queen. What did? How did you word that? You said Sasha Fierce versus the Boss. Okay,
Boss.
so I think that would be a good idea. So if anybody with verses is listening, they need to maybe do that instead of having a versus of someone of the same era. Maybe do someone like a Miss Beyonce and a Diana Ross, and don't let it be a negative thing. Let it be a positive versus, and everybody just sit back and jam to all her old hits, and then her
Bro,
old. That'll be a great idea.
It's
start with Supremes and Destiny Child, right? Do a
that.
Supremes and Destiny
Yeah,
Child hits because Supremes can match the Destiny Child on some hits, or no question about that. And
Yeah,
then go separate when they both went solo. That yes,
I
that'll
like.
be a serious fit. So y'all, if anyone listening, the verses, there you go, Sasha Fierce versus the Boss. That would be a
But you know
true.
what? Beyonce loves Diana Ross. She talks about her frequent. Often she gives her accolades. Diana Ross, Tina Turner, I know is another one of her favorites. So I don't even think she would. She'd probably be honored to even have that comparison. Uh,
And that's the thing in my mind, really, how I'm looking at it, it is just that. It's not
yeah,
um like I said, before I already compared them. I feel like it was the same machine used to make them both successful. They had a gentleman behind them, her father, Barry Gordy, both wanted to push these women, knew that they were a little shy because I saw some old performances, which was intriguing. Stephanie Mills put an old performance of Beyonce singing "Home" on
yeah.
her Instagram page. You saw that,
Mhm.
and you
Looking
saw
like Blue Ivy.
the raw talent of Beyonce, but not the um finesse talent of Beyonce. You saw Beyonce really in her rarest form,
Yeah,
not and so it's almost like when Aaliyah was on Star Search, it was kind
right.
of the same kind of thing. And so it's before they showed they had that extra appeal. It was just basic, and no
Yeah.
disrespect, no base. It was really basic.
Mhm.
But what Stephanie Mills saying to me, yo, Stephanie Mills, this woman, y'all remember Home, okay? And that's the funny part about it. Beyonce was singing Home like Stephanie Mills, not like Donna Ross, like
Right.
Stephanie Mills. So I thought it was like a little push on purpose. But you're coming back in and going back out. Is that what you're
yeah.
doing?
Hold on.
Yeah, but I think they should just let them be themselves and who they're gonna be and stop trying to compare the artists. We don't want the artists to be the same. We want difference. We
Right.
want them to be versatile and we want, we're not gonna put Method Man, we're gonna say Wu Tang against Criss Cross. It's just not. We're just not. So just
I,
let everybody be their own individual artist and rock with it that way because they're all
exactly.
dope.
Now some and like my brother said, some artists always mimic other artists. They take pieces
Exactly.
from them to who maybe they are, and all of them can't have no choice but to do that. I'm gonna go and
Yep.
give my baby, my wife, the props of realizing dancing was between her and her brother. Y'all didn't have all those dances behind y'all until y'all saw Michael and Janet Jackson do it.
That's right.
But if they want to be real with it, Miss Tina Turner was doing it way overseas long time ago because she
Exactly.
always loved having dancers on there for her. So you
Exactly.
gotta you gotta take each one taking a piece of somebody. Catching up with the squad queen, tell us what's been going on with you. It's been 2 weeks. I mean, it's been 4 weeks actually. What's been going on with you?
Oh gosh, not much new. Still trying to be in my piece bag. I got a lot of stuff coming up this summer. Super excited about that, and I'm about to actually start this juicing line. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but that's coming really soon. It's going to be called Climax Beverages,
Okay.
and one of our juices, the signature juice is it's more like a shot, so wellness shots, and it's called Morning Sex. You got to have your get up in the morning and get right. So yeah, they have really, really cool names to each juice.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to personalize them. Like I have friends that have high blood pressure. And one thing I do know is fruit is medicine. Taken in the right context and done right, you don't need a pill. if you
Oh,
do this juicing
let me
the
look
right
into it.
way.
I saw this on YouTube. So please make this for me. I saw it was ginger root, it was orange juice, it was orange, it was pineapples, orange pineapples, and ginger root.
Okay,
And
so I'm gonna stop you because that is probably half of the ingredients of morning sex. I added some cinnamon, a little bit of mint leaf, a teaspoon of honey, and some turmeric. So
oh,
yeah,
all
I
those
got you.
things. I love all of those things. All
I
of those.
got you.
Okay, so yeah, I saw that thing and it came out so pretty. I said, "Oh, I can't wait! I gotta have some of this. I gotta have some of this." That's so true. I mean, I love it. Okay, so
Yeah.
juice is coming.
Yes.
Okay,
We
all
got
right.
five different kind. I like the morning sex because it gives you what you need in the morning without having sex. Like who better to have a juice and a line called Climax Beverages? Like it's just really dope. I'm super
I
excited.
like
My
to have
daughter
both.
helped me with it.
That I second that. I like that idea. You know, okay. This be my brother. We being royal boys here. Now
I
let's
mean, I
get back.
need y'all opinion though. What y'all think? Like, I'm not even telling you all of the names. I have five different drinks, and I am gonna do signatures, but the five different ones are they're really really dope. Like, I have one. It's called Fuck the Flu, so you're not gonna get the flu drinking this every day. Just really fun names to kind of keep you, And each one has a quote on the bottle. Something really cute for each one. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
excited.
unique. That's
Morning
unique right
sex.
there.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a test dummy because I already know I want some morning sex, so we can go ahead and make sure that I
Yes.
get that off jump. So,
Yes. And then we have
You
a
need to make one.
detox.
You need to make a couple for me then, morning, afternoon, and evening.
I got you. I got
okay, we
you.
want some all day sex. Okay, some all day sex.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and
That's a
the
good
good
one.
thing about it is, people always talk about, especially now, we say it's really, really hard to eat right because food and fruit is mad expensive. So it's really hard to. Orange juice is $5. So to literally make that gallon of orange juice, you got to squeeze like 50 oranges. So the way we figured out how to put these vegetables and these vitamins coming from these fruits in one little shot that's $3, where you need five of these a week, that's $15, opposed to all of that fruit you think you got to go eat up a bundle of grapes and a whole carton of strawberries, and you don't.
And see,
That
I will
Yeah.
buy the, like you're saying, and buy like a cocktail, well,
Hmm.
whatever kind of tray of it,
Yeah.
in this way. And when I saw that, I was like, man, all those things that I love and putting it together like that, and I could
Yeah.
just drink it. My sister Kiki, she makes one that I love too with some mango in it.
Hmm.
So yeah, those things I do, and they're good for you, yo. I
They
mean,
are.
that's the craziest about it. Then you chop up some broccoli, and I'll drink that too.
They
So I
are.
mean,
Well,
And
some of
shout
them
out,
have
shout out,
broccoli.
shout out to our sister, by the way. Shout out to Kiki. I commend her and I appreciate her. And she may be very interested in your drinks as well.
yeah.
She has. It's been a couple months now. She has not had, and I'm not trying to put her business out there, but
Yeah.
she hasn't had a drink and she hasn't had a smoke. She's been doing
Got
very
you.
well. So when you're trying to change your life and get healthy, I'm gonna give a shout out to
Yes.
my little sister and love you, and I am proud of you, so proud of you
Yes.
uh, for being so dedicated and doing what you're doing.
So
And
disciplined,
people
very,
like
very
people
disciplined.
like
Embrace that.
Queen Star here can actually motivate even more, help us out with positive products
Yeah.
like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you said you would give a motivational quote with each one. So
Hmm.
when you look at this, it's kind of like my water jug I have. Every time it's hard to drink a gallon of water a day, but
Yeah.
every time you get to the different section, it's saying, okay, it's time to do this or it's time to do that. Okay, it's time to
Yeah.
get up and do some jumping jacks. So this kind of gets me through the day, but I'm up all night using the bathroom.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some
see,
accountability in a fun way. and
but
and
this,
and
Hmm.
again, like I said, it's hard to get that, to get your fruits and vegetables. And I'll be honest, they're very bitter. I added the honey, the mint leaves, and the cinnamon to give it a little sweeten, but that's what you don't want. You don't want that sugar. Sugar is your worst enemy. It
Hmm.
comes with parasites, all kind of stuff. So these juices are I'm trying to add another 10 years to this 50. You know what I mean? I'm trying to add some. I probably should have started 20 years ago, which is what I want to encourage my young people. Like, my daughter's going to be one of my biggest brand ambassadors, going high school, going into college. And they start trends. So, and the bottles are really cute with the little names and stuff on it. So I think it's going to be good to get people to really see what they can do for you, like the beet juice. It's for high blood pressure. There's one for anxiety. I have one for bloating. I have one called Perfect Pussy. Sorry, y'all, just is what it is. It's
Mm,
pineapples
mm,
and
mm,
peaches and
mm.
mango and mint leaves. It's just dope. Just all the vegetables you could want, blackberries, things that we don't realize have the nutrients. God put
Yeah.
everything we need right here on this earth.
Yes, yes, and that's
He
what
really
kind of
did.
crazy when you think about what you're saying. Yes, those things are very. Before we could have the things we are choosing, that's the only choice they had to eat. And
Yeah.
yes, I think it's very smart and very beneficial and healthy. And so also seeing, even though you're going to start with younger with your daughter, we also can see what kind of effects it has on us up here
Mm-hmm.
in this 50 range, and
Yeah.
see how much longevity give us and what give us. And also when you mentioned water, bro, I was drinking this water called Eternal, and it is delicious, and it's not been a problem for me to actually drink I've actually rather drink that water than even drink my lemonade, which has been kind of cool because I've been focusing on just drinking that to give myself less lemonade. All right, y'all, catch up with the squad. We get the queen the floor because she did the floor for all of us at this point. But bro, I'm letting you take the floor as well if you wanted to catch up with you. What's been going on with you? Are you
Well, you
situated? Are
already
you
know. You already know what's going on with me, bro. It's the moving and trying to work at the same time is and starting a new job and you know trying to keep things afloat. It's a struggle. So that's why I've been in and out, in and out, in and out, and still, um, even right now after we get off of this show, I'm firing the computer up and
mm,
you know, finishing up work. Just like we have a meeting tomorrow, but as you know, the last days of the month are my busiest days. But I didn't bring that up to you um, because I want to make this happen because at some point something has to give, and so we have to keep doing what we need to do. But just being busy with new house and new area and just trying to keep things afloat. It's a transition, I don't want to say a bad transition, but it's a hectic one. And things will get back on track. And then, like I said, maybe this year will bring something better for all of us. Even though I'm further away, maybe we'll get to see each other more with the ventures that we have, like with the different shows, and maybe they can venture out down here, as we talked yesterday. And
yeah.
and that'll be like always, especially during now the winter months
Mm.
where things are kind of slow in the Carolinas on the east up in the Carolinas and up on the East Coast. Well, maybe those ventures can come here during those months because it's always good weather here.
Well, the guys are all aboard, so we can definitely, like I said, the people that are taking part of this is giving us to make some serious moves, so we can all to really take the time out, and of course, to just not having a meeting at the end of the month, but finding a way of just having to sit down and discussing all these things because I don't want to lose any opportunities. Anything that we can do to just can push things forward. I mean, Queen is giving us something to make us more healthy, and we want to feed the mind as well. And, I'm saying everybody's not getting the therapy they need. I think everybody needs some mental health help, a specialist. And we
I
got a
agree.
queen that's on the show for that. We're missing her right now, but she's the one that's supposed to be that other piece. And also, y'all, we can all discuss. I wanted to put it in your mind right now. Maybe we can do a actual Royal Truth little trip and make it to maybe Myrtle Beach. That's a fair game for everybody, I guess, in a sense, possibly if we can do another back to Florida. Because I'll be in Florida in June. But I'm saying if we consider
Or South Beach in Miami.
and see, yeah, he's gonna get us down there one way or the other, y'all. This
Listen,
is
I was in Miami the whole summer last year, so you ain't saying nothing. And I'm already on the roster to walk in Miami Fashion Week, so I will be there July the 15th through the 16th. And I'm we still got to talk about your birthday. I'm still down for that. I just got one problem. My daughter's graduation is the 8th, so I would have to leave straight from the graduation, which is in Pennsylvania, and come to your party. So what I'm thinking is you go, and I'll meet you there.
okay. Well, that's still working an idea, kind of what I wanted to do anyway. So I wasn't going to the ninth,
Got you.
but yeah,
Okay.
we can do y'all. Okay, yeah, that's y'all ain't gonna do this, so we're gonna leave y'all out of this part here. We're gonna do this later, but we are gonna go into the next topic that is important to me because all of us, like she just mentioned, her daughter. I have sons and I have granddaughters and grandsons and a grandson, and also my brother. I have some beautiful nieces. So this right here when it's hitting this close to home, yes, I have something to say about it. A juvenile took a AR-15 to a basketball game. Y'all, he wasn't even a student there. This is a school where my sons went to Millbrook High. This is where they went to high school. And yet a kid who did not even go to that school brought an AR-15 to a basketball game this past Thursday. Y'all, look, I understand. Let me clarify this for the NRA and everybody else now. I want a gun. No question. I do want a gun. But there are certain guns that do not need to be here. It has no purpose in that. Now, I already know someone can't talk about it, and that's fine. But what I'm saying right now is this. There's got to be some kind of adjustments made, because if we do not think about this at this point here, let's just take in record what I can say right now. A 6-year-old took a gun to school to shoot his teacher. A 9-year-old has taken a gun to school for some particular reason. And now this 16, 15-year-old has taken a gun to a basketball game, an AR-15 to a basketball game. If we do not look at this as serious, these problems going to hit the backyard, and we're all going to be in a serious anger over what it's doing to our children.
Yeah, but okay, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I always gotta go against the grain, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
here's the problem I'm having. First of all, that 6-year-old and that 9-year-old, the parents are 100% accountable for that. This
That's
15-year-old, I that's a mental health issue, because it's not the gun, it's who got it in their hands. You understand what I'm saying? I do agree that we need to do away with some of those gun laws. AR-15 should not, we shouldn't be that accessible to that type of
That's the only
firepower.
thing. That's the only thing
I
I'm
do.
saying. Because I said I want a
However,
gun.
I get that. I do. I can go get a hand grenade right now. And I'm pretty sure the 15 and 16-year-olds can too. Fayetteville is horrible. So I'm pretty sure the other cities are as well. The thing is, my mental state is not, I'm going out there to go get an AR-15, or I'm going out there to get a grenade to go blow something up. So when I say mental issue, whoever got that gun in their hand and they choose to do those things, that's on them. I agree that we should minimize some of these gun laws and the firepower. I do. But just like you just said, I live in the country. And right now, I'm here by myself with my 16-year-old. Like, it's so dark out here, Reese, you can stand on my porch butt naked and nobody can see me.
And
These
see,
are where
that's
they do home invasions and stuff. So we need weapons and stuff
yes,
like that out
because
here.
they target these areas, and that's where
Right.
I'm down. But guess the thing about it, this is the one thing to say, let you know I'm on your same page. Is this: you're not gonna go get an AR-15 to do this.
No,
You're not gonna do
no.
that. You're gonna get a gun that really you can use, and it would be just to secure yourself, and as well
Yeah,
be ready to use it if you're put in that position.
yeah.
Totally understand it. Some of these guns are not for this type of situations,
I agree.
and it does not make sense for them to have them in their possession. Now, also, I'm gonna piggyback you with the mental health. That's what I said. But somebody said, "Well, what's the big deal?" I said, "Look, we can't move that rock, so let's at least try to chip away with it." And
Yeah.
chipping away from it was be dealing with mental health.
Mhm.
Mental health is being an issue. Then, if we adjust that certain these individuals who get guns in their hands wouldn't get it. That's
Right.
kind of what I was saying.
Right.
Now, you can't can you
so.
say anything at all, brother, other than
Oh
smile?
no, no, I can speak on this
And
because
then, but even still, Reese, I'm sorry, T. e-
go ahead.
Even still, that he still could get his hands on it. You
Well,
still, we in the country with, you know what I'm saying? We the worst country in the world. And I'm sorry, I
so
love the United States because I'm here or whatever. But as far as laws and even the food we eat, we are horrible. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So he could still get an AR-15. People got them
Right.
for sale. My neighbor probably got them.
So
To be
I'm
honest with
smiling. I'm smiling because I own an AR-15. Um,
you,
how,
Lord,
however,
see,
how well, I mean, you have different reasons. You have different reasons for, and like bro said, what are your reasons for wanting to own a gun like this? So for certain things, certain types of hunting, if you will, um, where people don't understand why you would use this type of gun, especially a 16-year-old. So I kind of agree with what you said. It goes back to the parents.
yeah,
So guns, along with the generations, they go along with the generations. So back in the day, me and my dad, if we went hunting, we would use a 12 gauge shotgun. Well, now we're using the 30-06 or the AR-15. Different kind of hunting, different kind of animal, and we're using it for sport.
okay,
We both know how to use it. We both had classes. Hell, I'm in the military. We've had classes. We know how to use it. I mean, we're not. bro, you've known me for my whole life, and every time I've been around you, you wouldn't even know that I'm concealed. I'm licensed to conceal, and I most of the time I have my gun with me. Nobody would ever know it because I'm not the type that goes around showing my gun, boasting and bragging that I have guns. Nobody
Right.
really knows I have guns. You guys didn't know I had an AR-15 until I just said it now.
That's true.
Nobody knew I had an AR-15. I don't go around boasting it. I don't. My kids don't even know I have an AR-15. My kids don't know I have a gun.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
That's
That's
what I
back to
that's
the
what I
parent
meant
thing. That's
earlier.
back to the parent thing right there. Like you
Yeah.
just said, that goes to the parent thing. Y'all, we getting off here, so I wanted to at least get into this because this is funny how actually two people in on this platform right now can speak about this. I can tell you, if we look at box office right now, I've seen three of the top five movies. All right, I have seen Ant Man, I have seen Avatar, and I have also seen Puss in Boots with my granddaughter. We walked out of that movie, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all about that. But then also, me and my son went to see Ant Man, and he wasn't too much of a happy camper when he walked out of there as well. And Avatar, I will be honest with y'all, I fell asleep. So in turn, I don't have too many great reports to put on one of these movies this week. But I will say the Ant Man fell 76, no, 67%, which is the same fall that Batman and Superman movie did. But personally, I don't agree with everyone, and I'm gonna put this out here in the social media so it could be stated. My problem is this: I look at these Marvel movies according to their trilogy. Okay, I don't put Ant Man against all the other Marvel movies. I put Ant Man against his movies, and if I do that, Ant Man's first movie opened at 57 million. The second movie opened up at 75 million, and this movie opened up at 110 million. So as far as I'm concerned, it is a a a growth. It may not have been a great success, but I still think it got what it needed and it's done what it needs to do, and it introduced my favorite character here, Mr. Jonathan Major, being Kane. Queen, have you seen any movies on our list here? Like
I
Cocaine
have
Cocaine
not
Bear.
and will not.
Okay. Okay.
so it's funny that you said you went to sleep on Avatar because I did too. Um,
Everybody I talked to about that movie said the same things. I will not subject myself to that. 3 hours.
Boy, man, I was sleep. I woke up and we were still in the water. I was just like, the way of water, the way of water. I already let you know how much way can we learn about the water, y'all. What is this about? What is this about? No.
Yeah, no, it's a
you like
hard
my
no.
Crocs, bro? You like my Crocs?
Yes, I do, man. You know I told you I don't like no things. I have the necklace actually make that whole sesame, the ensemble to put the whole ensemble together. Y'all, and look, and gotta mention this real quick because I know people that know me should know that this is concerning. But right now we're playing game 30 right now, and yeah, we won a game in this past week against Virginia. Okay, 71-63, and we're playing right now. Anyone knows his schedule, I can throw that in the comments too before I get home because I want to know if I want to look at it or if I just want to wait till the game is over. So anyone that knows anything about that, throw that at me too. I just want to know because right now, I am still a Tar Heel, regardless of our season. I am still a Tar Heel. Just want everybody to know that. Okay, that's where we at now. Y'all, this I did give Beyonce, so I got to do at least one more song before we end our show because it's not fair to do a Beyonce and not do the boss. So since that's the case, let me go ahead and throw that up there because that's what I put on the song list. Actually, no, oh yeah, I did. My son, he put, was it Upside Down? I said no, I'm not playing Upside Down. So what's the best song to play? I decided I'm gonna play. Guess that I'm gonna play The Boss. What else are you supposed to pay? Donna Ross, The Boss, and we be right back. Yes,
Just a quick update, bro. Doing pretty good right now in the first quarter, 40-25.
Carolina.
Hmm.
Oh, right. Okay, y'all. We not me. I gotta get out of here now. That means this is a game I can watch and be happy. Because I tell you, the next week, March 4th, gonna be a stressful day for me, and I'm not really ready for that because I do not like playing Duke at all.
March 4th.
But
Tell
What
me
are you
about it.
doing on the 25th? Are you coming to the show? It's in Raleigh.
20, what you mean?
March
25th.
25th.
I got a show Pier 34
On the 25th?
of March. Yeah, I have the first show on Pier 34 on the March. You
Oh,
told
that's
me
the
to,
one I can't come to. Okay, got you, got you, got
and
you,
see, then we're doing April 14th on the
got
one at
you.
the house. But see, I still want to bring you back down there too, but that would be April 29th. We'd have to discuss when you can fit your schedule to make that happen, on your part. But yeah, I got to do a
Okay.
show down there, and this on the 25th of March at Pier 34. I'll be down there. Y'all, and I'll be singing I Won't Leave, which I'm hope we try to end this show with today, or if I'll end it with D Smoke. We'll see what's going to happen. And
That's gonna be late though, right? What time you gonna be out there? Because the show is at 6. So
your
maybe I
show's
can
at
still
6?
come see. Yeah, I might can still swing through, at least be in the audience or something. Come support. I
Okay,
might.
and
Can,
your show
what
is
time
here.
you gonna be leaving Raleigh to go to Goldsboro?
Normally around 7 because an hour.
It's an hour
Um,
drive.
it's an hour drive, exactly an hour drive. So I
Okay.
normally leave at least about like 6:37, something like that.
Okay.
Um, that's basically what time I leave. Y'all, okay, look, we're gonna give it a little boss, but I'm not gonna give the whole boss because we want to get to our announcements because that's what's so exciting before I got here. The talks with Marcus, the owner of the Pier 34, talking to Bridges, discussing what's gonna happen at the house, and all this awesome talent on this stage right now, on this platform right now, that's gonna be part of that. You know, my brother gonna make his way back. He's supposed to be should be our DJ, but we just leave that be right now. We're working on our other ways of how that's gonna handle. So y'all, let's end the boss and let's get to announcements and also our shirts because we got to get that going. Because I see my brother saying it, giving you the royal truth. I didn't wear that today. I am doing Black History. Let me show you. It said not just February. Yes, and also it's I am Black History. Okay.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, but what do you mean? This is Black history
Yeah. No,
That's right. Every day.
in the making. Black history in the making.
and look, and the right color scheme as well, y'all. And we there already. We are
We
there. Hold on a
all
second.
right. All of us got on
All of
black.
us. All of us. Hey,
And
kings and queens, this is Reese Roy on Little Riley Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was Diana Ross, the boss. And that's what this with the day. That was our topic: Sasha Fear versus the boss. Is that a fair assessment? Stephanie Mills did not mean it to be egregious. She was actually just making a point that I think makes sense. Diana Ross is classy, and she is class. Beyonce Sasha so is class at certain times. She is not just hip hop, but she is a woman of this era right now, and that's how I'm leaving it without actually trying to ruffle anybody else's feathers in that aspect of it. That's how I'm gonna leave it. And but then as we go on, y'all, we're gonna go into yes our announcements, and our announcements today are not a lot, only because we're just getting these things back together now. We're about to get started back into our shows, you all. We're about to get started back to our announcements on March 25th. We are finally making it back to Love and Laughter at Pier 34. Y'all come check it out. We got Sadie P as our comedian. I believe Noel is our spoken word, and Reese Royal and Mr. T Miller is going to give you some music. I'm going to also sing my new song, I Won't Leave. You can also see live performances I just had at the Players Ball. I put it on YouTube as well as I actually have it on Facebook as well and Instagram. Check it out. And on April 14th, we're going to make our return back to the house in Durham, Miami Boulevard. You all, the talent, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Star Pins is part of that show there. And then we're going to also have Reese Royal, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is Dink as our comedian. But right now, what we want to push you forward to just make sure you make it to is March 25th. Eventbrite, I have it on there tonight for you to get your tickets. But Sadie P, comedian, T Miller, Noel, DJ Chan is our music, and of course hosted by your boy Reese Royal. And last also, go to claimyourthrone.org and also get hit shop and get your shirts. You see my brother has one on. This is one we got with Star Pins with hers on, and you see my BFB, my best friend, my BBF is that it? Yeah, BBF, that's what it's called. Yeah, he has his shirt on right there, you know, the Love and Laughter shirt out there in Barbados. He was out there representing out there in Barbados for us, y'all. So in turn, yes, get your
hey,
shirts as well. As on claimyourthrone.org, hit shop and get your shirts. And it'll also be available as I get my team to help me get it there on our YouTube channel as well. On the Royal Truth YouTube channel, on Reese Royal's YouTube channel. And if I can, I'm gonna try to get it onto on Facebook if I can, or at least get you a link to it or something if I possibly can. So that's my plan. And here you all are. So now, y'all, Queen, we actually extended over, but it was worth it. It was worth it because I want to get a little bit of time. Queen has been going for us for almost 4 weeks, y'all. So we had to at least stay on the show just a little bit longer to make sure we had everybody. And as I prepare ourselves to drop this and get this closed up, y'all, what is your final word or final statement as I see how I'm gonna end this show? There we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna end it right there with that song. But yeah. Okay. Bro, we're gonna give Queen to the last. Bro, what's your word you want to leave everybody with today?
Um, I guess I'll leave my word for the day, being that she brought her wonderful product to us, and um, it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to
Yep.
say my word for the day is going to be devotion, um, and you can take it spiritually
I like that.
or however you want to take it. But I'm gonna just because so many thoughts are going in my head right now about devotion, and you can take that so many ways. But I'm gonna just say devotion is my word.
All right. Devotion, y'all. And if no disrespect, if you have to go to look it up and get the understanding of devotion, so you know exactly what my brother is trying to say to you. All right. Queen, what's your word or your statement for the
First of
for
all,
the
I'm
day?
gonna get y'all because I've been having a lot of people asking. You can follow me at Submissive Alpha on Instagram, or you can just Google Stars Pen, STARZPEN. You can find like all my business, my book, and everything. You can go to Amazon and find Wet. And my word for the day is gonna be two of them. It's gonna be self-love.
So,
Gotta love you before you can love anybody else.
ah, very important for people to understand that. Very
Right.
important. And I gave a quote out to social media today, so I'm not gonna give you a word. I'm just gonna give you a statement, and I thought it was perfect for people to try to understand. And then we'll end the show here today. Be an example. Show kindness to the unkind people. They may be good people just having a bad day. Forgive people who don't deserve it, and they probably do deserve it and are just hurting. Love unconditionally. Your actions reflect who you are. You are a beacon of light. So that was what I brought out to everyone today. Actually, on social media, not too many people liked it, but I'm sure y'all read it and y'all need to actually pay attention to it because it might can help you out in life. But since Queen is not here, and she would always say, if no one's not told you they love you, believe that the Raw Truth Squad do. And we're gonna end this show with one of my favorite songs again, from Miss Stephanie Mills. I'm gonna do it all over again. Here we go with I Feel Good All Over. Y'all, peace and love. Have a great, great, great evening.
Laters.
Good night. Love
All
y'all.
right. Love y'all. We'll talk. Hey, bruh.
Hey.
You good, bruh?